right now. Um, I mean, butter popcorn that I started making it. I got this popcorn maker. I got tired of popcorn that I would get the microwavable popcorn. I got tired of that. It wasn't tasting as good anymore, so I got my own microwave piper. I mean, not microwave piper, but a popcorn popper, and it tastes fresher that way. Like I just buy the popcorn kernels and then I just pour them in there, and let it pop. And then I melt the butter in the microwave and I pour it on top after it comes out, and then put salt on top. So anyway, I'm gonna be eating and talking. So this is the stuff I want to share. This is what's been going on lately, and you probably know some of it, but you don't know all of it. So here we go. So I want to say this little short part first, where it's about thankfulness. I was driving home and I was thinking to be thankful for what we got. At least me, like be thankful for what I got, right? The car I was driving, the SUV. I was thinking, to be thankful for that. And then it just went on and on and on and on. But I also thought about like what got me to this point in this position in my life, like where I am, what's going on in my life, the things that's happening. Why are they happening? Like what caused it? What did you do to start this? To make these things happen. And I thought about it in the beginning. I mean, this section of my life began at Thanksgiving this year because I went to work that day, and like it led up to this. This was leading up to it. My grandma had asked me to help her out with her license twice, and I was like, when she first brought it up, we had like months down the road, maybe like 2 or 3. It was just so far down the road. I was like, Grandma, you got months to do that. You don't gotta worry about that right now. That's how my mindset was. So I didn't even really take it serious at that point. So time went on. She asked me again around Thanksgiving, maybe the day before it. And I was like, okay, I don't know when I can do it, because she wanted me to help her renew her. Well, she made it sound like she wanted me to help her renew her driver's license from home, not have to go to the DMV. I was like, okay, I don't know when I can help you, so I'm not gonna say a day or time. But I was just like, okay. And then Thanksgiving came. So Thanksgiving I had worked, and I don't celebrate Thanksgiving, so it was nothing special. But anyway, it was nothing special about that day to me. I wasn't planning to go eat with people and all that. But I worked, and about 4 o'clock, that's when orders stopped coming in. So, and the stores was closing around that time too. So, I called my grandma about 3 something in the afternoon. And I was like, I'll come over there after this order if no more orders come in. But if they come in, then I'll keep working and then I'll come help you out later on that night or something like that. Yeah, I said it'd be a little later, I think. But no orders came in, so I was like, but if none of them come in, I'll just come over after this and help you out with your driver's license. So no orders came in. I went over there and then I helped her out with what I thought she wanted. She said she made it sound like she wanted a driver's license renewal. So that's what I was doing. But then it said that in order for her to get it, she got to go in person or call this number. So she said that she wanted a duplicate and not a renewal. I was like, okay, so I was doing the wrong thing. So I ended up doing it how she said. I got that done. Meanwhile, while I'm doing this, well, before I even go over there, I asked, because it was Thanksgiving and I didn't want to be around a bunch of people. I said, who all over there? She said, nobody, just me and your mama. I was like, okay, cool. So I went over there to help her out, right? And then as I'm there, my aunt shows up. And not long after she showed up, my grandma starts saying some supernatural stuff that I never heard before. I'm doing her little driver's license duplicate on the computer, and she starts talking about dead people. I'm like, wait a minute. I hear her mentioning names that's dead, specifically one, my uncle, her brother. So after she finished saying what she's saying, I was like, Grandma, is this a dream? Is he dead? And she was like, yeah, it's a dream. I was like, okay. So she was saying that in her dream, she would see all these dead relatives of her, like 8. And she said that she was, well, at first she said it like this. She said that they was irritating her. But when she said that, my aunt said, that's of the devil. The devil whispering in your ear. And I was on my aunt's side. I took that side. I was like, yeah, I agree with that. But I ain't say it out loud. And then, so my grandma was telling us other stuff. And then I was like, go back to the dream. We both wanted her to go back to the dream. Because she never fully told us about it. She always went all over the place or something else. So I ended up asking her after she tried to explain it the second time, but didn't really explain it. I was like, so are these people, your dead relatives in your dream, irritating you? And she was like, no. She said she was wondering what to do about the dream. She didn't know what the dream meant. And I think what she was trying to say was she was frustrated that she didn't understand what to do about the dream, about all her dead relatives, and they be talking to her. That's what I understood and got from it, right? So I read to her in the Apocrypha, Sirach 34, 1 through 4, about dreams. And I was hoping that would help. And then my aunt said something about the scriptures I read. She was like, now see, that was a good word, something like that. You know, words of the Bible. I don't know what she said, but she said something good about it. And then time go on. My grandma say something I never heard her say again. I can't remember what it was. But my aunt leave, and my grandma say something I never heard her say again. She said, well, I'll skip what she said. We'll make it short. We ended up reading the scriptures, and my nieces and them showed up, and then I left. That same night, there was a lot of other spiritual stuff that happened. That whole week, a lot of spiritual stuff happened. Good stuff. I mean, praying with people, you know, just to give you briefings, you know. And then the week after that, good stuff happened. Ever since that night, good stuff been happening. Good stuff was happening before, but this good stuff was different. Good spiritual stuff. That night, Thanksgiving, this is why I'm even talking about it. Because I was thinking, why am I on this path? Like, what did I do for these things to be happening to me? These good things. So, ever since that night, Thanksgiving, God brought me back where I needed to be spiritually. For a long time, I was trying to get back to where I needed to be, but I wasn't there yet. I was getting closer and closer. Wasn't there yet. I wasn't interested in reading like that for a while. I was bored of the Old Testament and New Testament. A lot of other books that I read already. Even some of the Apocryphal books. Because I really read everything. All of those. So, it wasn't much that gave me an excitement or a feeling of desire, or I didn't always feel that I should read or wanted to read. And even when I did, I didn't a lot of times. So I started getting back into it, but Thanksgiving definitely did it. And then I started reading for other people like I used to. I stopped reaching out to people to check on them. I started doing that again. I started randomly asking, does anybody want to read the Bible or anything biblically related on Facebook like I used to? I stopped doing that for a while. My posts have gotten better again. I feel like they mean something. And also my ex-girlfriend, who I used to talk about on some of my videos in the past, me and her are in communication again, which is very beneficial. And she's the one that I call the greatest. But and then I'm at a point now where I'm figuring out how to work my job to where I can make the same amount of money that I used to make when I used to work for Instacart. And that's a blessing, that's a benefit. And it helps me do a lot of things that I wanted to do and need to do, which is pay off my car, invest and help get financially better or okay. And not just things for me, but for other people. That's another thing I thought about lately. Because there's a scripture somewhere that talks about how it's saying how it says it exactly, but I'm trying to give you back what I can. So it says something like this: basically, with what God has blessed you with, bless others with. It's not all for you to be selfish with. So if God allows you to make a certain amount of money, then you should share what He's blessed you with and bless other people. Excuse me. And there's other examples that scriptures would give like that. So I was thinking about that tonight. I wasn't thinking about that particular part tonight, I don't think, but I was thinking about something related to it. I was thinking about how I got to this point by being what is it called? Selfless or selfishness? No, it's not selfishness. It's selflessness. There we go. So Thanksgiving Day, I went to help my grandma with something that she'd been asking about. I didn't have to, but I did. And I did it because I didn't have nothing else to do. I could have found something to do. That's what I chose to do. And since I did that, it was two things I thought about. I acted out of love by doing that. And it was a selfless act, if I said it right. And then the Most High started blessing me. He brought me back where I needed to be spiritually. And then brought my brother back where he needed to be spiritually. My brother Calvin. He's been on a roll. Thanks to the Most High. What's up, learning how to build? Is that who I think it is? What's up, Candace? Is that Candace? Yeah, that's Candace. Candace, your phone get cut off. I called you one day. I was like, I ain't heard from Candace in a while. Called Candace. Phone was number changed or phone off or something. Gotcha. I figured you was okay. I'm like, Candace is a big baller, or she's gonna be. So She'll get another number, another phone. You know, I wasn't worried. How you been though? Sister Candace in the house. Okay. Let's see if I can put it on here. No, it won't let me. Trying to think of how I can do it. Your email is yaismyguide@yahoo.com. I can email you. I think that's your email, right? Okay. I'll email it to you then. What kind of phone you get? Candace in the house. How's you and Carlos doing? Silos? Silos doing the investing man. You the scientist, he the investor. You got the lab coat on. And he's the investor. Is it the same one I got? The S21 Plus? S21 Ultra? They got a lot of Samsung phones. You probably got a different one than me. I got that flip. It's one that flips open. Oh. Okay, I'll make sure I email you though. What you doing this late? What time is it? Oh, it ain't that late. I thought it was later than what it was. How's your baby doing? Your newest baby, newest born. Is she one or she? Is it? Are they one yet? Or at least 6 months? I bet you do. I bet you do. That's good though that you do. Oh, 4 months. Okay. It seemed like time was moving fast. Because when I used to talk to you, you used to be like, the baby is so and so old already. I'm like, damn, already? So I thought the baby was like way older already. Did you hear about them trying to mandate? Well, they say they are. Like, they pushing this mandate so people can get vaccinated or they got to get fired from their jobs. You probably heard about it already. I know one person who said, matter of fact, it's a close person to me. She said that she not getting it. And her job is basically saying she's gonna be fired if she don't get it. So yeah, this country is doing bad. They ain't doing right. The heads of it anyway, they ain't doing right. Not completely right. I mean, she'll be okay though, cause she already got like set up to where most I want she just got this car. She already put like the down payment on it. Well, she already paid for it through a loan. Everything just got to be finalized, and then she get the car, right? But she already had jobs like Instacart. shipped and stuff, Grubhub and stuff like that already. But she just didn't have a car to do it. And she didn't finish her application completely, so they can send her the card for Instacart and stuff. It's like, just finish your application, get the card, basically finish and get the whole job, because they already approved her or something like that, but she didn't get the card. All right, finish it, get the card, and you get the car, you can start doing that or something like it, because they're not telling people like us to get vaccinated. I heard from a manager at GoPuff, which is a similar job like Instacart and stuff. He said that we can't make the independent contractors get vaccinated because we can't tell them nothing. Even though that's just one source, maybe it's like that all the way around. Maybe any independent contractor can't be forced to get vaccinated because they're independent contractors. So that's what I was telling her. I'm like, look, just keep looking for other stuff. Should be alright though. But I was explaining that it's been a lot of good things going on for me, and I'm like, why or where did this begin? And I was explaining to people since Thanksgiving, the Most High has been doing a lot of good. He brought me back where I need to be spiritually. And then I was thinking about the things I did. I acted out of love. I was not being selfish. I was going to help my grandma. And after that, I just wanted to help other people like I used to. I wanted to check on people like I used to. I wanted to pray with people like I used to. I would reach out to them, whether they reach back out or not. And we would pray. I've been reading for people like I used to. I've been studying with people like I used to. That's another thing I was getting ready to say. I believe my brother, Calvin, he's been on this spiritual journey for a long time too, but he had fell off for a while, but the Most High brought him back recently. And I don't think it was anything I could have done. Maybe. But everything that I tried didn't work. For years, he would be going through it, not where he should be with God. And every time I would see him, talk to him, I'd be like, hey man, how you doing spiritually? How's your relationship with God going? And he would always have this face like, not good, And he would be like, same as it was, I'm not reading like that, So it wasn't good. And I've known him for 31 years. We're not like blood brothers, but we were just so close that we started calling each other brothers and not best friends anymore. So we might say best friend every now and then, but brother pretty much took over that. So I've known him for 31 years, and I don't think I could have got him to read and study like he used to or should. And that's saying something, but this is how amazing the Most High is. So the Most High allowed him to go through this relationship with this woman who was spiritually higher than he was, as he would describe it. And she was doing what she's supposed to be doing as a woman of God. And to him, he was saying that she was his best experience out of all the women he'd ever been with. He was saying that after the breakup, well, he didn't say it this way, but no woman has ever made him want to be a righteous man and be a man of God more than her. And he was saying that when they were together, she would go to church. She would ask him to pray or pray with her or whatever, and he would be like, "Yeah, I'm pro." I don't know. He wasn't doing everything he was supposed to be doing, and he left. Well, he missed the opportunity, right? And so he was saying that when they broke up, he was saying that he wasn't mad because he wasn't doing what he was supposed to be doing, and he was also saying, I remember we had this conversation. He was, I want to say this before I forget. He was like, he was hoping, well, I don't want to say he was hoping, he was wondering, maybe and hoping that he didn't hinder her spiritually and make her backslide because he wasn't doing what he was supposed to be doing spiritually, and it could have been making her backslide. And so he was saying because right now they don't have communication. She blocked him, so he don't know what's going on. But he what he hopes and maybe wonders that she haven't backslid. And I was like, I don't think she did, because he said that he prayed for her every day that she doesn't, and that she stays on track and things like that. And I was like, that's good. And I was like, based on your prayers, I don't think she did backslide. At least I don't believe it. And then he was saying another thing recently. He said this, which was very good. He said since he prayed for her every day, that she don't backslide or become more worldly. You know, he prayed she stay where she need to be spiritually and grow in that area. Basically, he was like, I'll be darned if I get back where I need to be spiritually, and then when him and her get together again, most high willing, and then she's not where she need to be spiritually. He said it better than me, but that was a good phrase. I was like, yeah, that's deep. Well, I thought it was pretty good. So the Most High brought him back through giving him somebody that was his greatest experience, and he had to have it taken away. He had to have it given and then taken for him to understand that I need to get closer to God again. I need to do what I'm supposed to be doing as a child of God. He failed in that area, and I was telling him I failed also. We both had similar experiences with women that were our greatest experience. Godly women, read and prayed and all that, did what they were supposed to be doing, and we wasn't. We failed. We failed them and others around us. So he asked the question one night. He said, what if we lost, he said it like this basically, what if we lost our women that was in our lives because we wasn't where we were supposed to be spiritually? And I thought that question was so good. I ain't even have an answer right away. I was thinking about it. I was like, I really just had to think about it for a while. And I didn't know. I told him I don't know. I didn't know. After a while, I thought about it though. I said, I think that's the best answer. And he even gave a scripture proving it to a degree. It was this scripture, I don't know where it's at right now, but it was this scripture that said that God rewards people based on what they deserve. Something like that. And I was like, well, we deserve to lose them because we weren't doing what we were supposed to be doing spiritually. So he took it from us. We didn't deserve it no more. We didn't deserve them no more. And he can give them back when we deserve it. Flat out. Point blank, period. So I said the best answer to me will be that. It's other answers that you can, it's other things we can say is the answer, but I think that's the most fitting answer out of everything else. So it caused us to want to, because I was telling him, I'm like, man, that question is so good. I think you should post it on social media, or you should do something letting people know about it somehow. And the idea popped up to both of us about the same time to do a video on YouTube about it. Because he also wanted to share stuff for other men or people that's going through similar situations, or that will, or that already have. So other people who go through it can have godly advice and not worldly advice from their worldly friends or associates. So it was a lot going on that night. There's a lot of things the Most High's been doing with a lot of people. And we did end up doing a YouTube video because we talked about doing YouTube videos in the past, but we didn't do them. So we did it, and ever since then though, we've been talking more and everything, and praying and reading the Bible and studying together, which we stopped doing for a long time. Years went by. We wasn't doing it anymore. For a while, he just wasn't on track with the Most High. He just wasn't. So the Most High brought him back, brought me back spiritually. And yes, a lot of good stuff. It's like he also is bringing me and my ex together again. Not Ashley. I'm saying that for you, Candace, because you know my ex is not Ashley. The one I call the greatest. But and it seems like it's a supernatural ordaining or appointed thing that the Most High is doing with that. Because me and her, we met 2017 in March. What day was it? March 17th? March 17th. Yeah. March 17, 2017. Yeah, her. And it was my choice to choose that day because that day, to me, was the day that I remember starting to take my walk with God serious, taking the Bible serious. So I wanted to meet her on that day. So it was an important day for me. So she came to see me on that day. Everything was set up. And then one day I was talking to her because we got in communication again, supernaturally, spiritually. I was led, spiritually. And then some time after, it got to a point where I said that I was going to come see her, right? I was going to go visit her. So she wanted to know when that I plan on coming to do it. I was like, ASAP. I was like, maybe in a month, maybe within a month. She was like, what about after I move? I was like, when, in February? Because she said February at first. She was like, March. And I realized right away what just happened. I was like, do you realize what you just said? And she was like, what? And then she had the shock face. She realized that. Because she was like, I had said, the last time we saw each other was in March. March 17th, 2017. And I was like, you just basically set up an anniversary for us. And she realized and said the same thing. Well, basically, well, she was like, the last time I saw you was in March, or we saw each other was in March. And she didn't even realize that's what she just set up. And I was like, the Most High did that. And it felt good when she said it and set it up that way. So I was like, okay. We'll try that. So it's been a lot of good going on. It's been a lot of praying. I realized too that I need to pray every morning before I start my day. I've been trying to get her on the same thing. Cause it's a spiritual battle out there. And I don't always be ready. I don't. She don't eat. So I've been trying to get on her about that, like start her day off right. It's so serious that I can't even rely on her to pray with me before we leave out. I just gotta do it. I gotta do it for me and her. Because it's serious. Everything going good. And I was just wanting to talk about like the Thankfulness and the Blessings. And there's been a lot of blessings. Matter of fact, I forgot a few of them. Where is that book at? So, I meant to show these. This is just a basic 1611. I got 3. I got 1 in my car that I keep in my car for when I'm out. I need a Bible to read. And then I got 1 in my, well, they both are right here on this table. But this one is one that's going to go in my room. One's going to be in this room, the study room, and one's going to be in my room for when I don't feel like coming to this room to just get a Bible and read. So I'm going to keep 1 in there and 1 in here and 1 in my car. So I got 3. And that one was on sale. The Most High blessed me with a sale. And I got some of you seen it. I'll just show you anyway. Somebody told me about the Geneva Bible to get it recently, which I did want a long time ago. But got this on sale too, the Geneva Bible 1560 edition, before the KJV came out. No J's in that Bible at all, no J. Absolutely not. So these are 2 that I just got too. The Orthodox Study Bible. This one is, the Old Testament is based on the Septuagint, the Greek manuscript of the Old Testament that had some of the Apocrypha books in it. It has 9 extra Apocrypha books in it. It doesn't have the main 15 we used to, but it had some. It has 5. And this Bible has extra verses that the KJV or the Masoretic text doesn't have. That manuscript don't have. But the New Testament that's in it, it's just the basic Masoretic. It goes by the KJV translation, whatever they use, I suppose. So it's just the basic New Testament. Nothing extra. And this Bible right here, I wanted this one for a long time. This one is the Archaeological Bible or Archaeology Bible, Study Bible, English Standard Version. And this one I wanted a long time ago because I want and need proof that things happen in the Bible happen, if I said it right. And this one, as you read it and look through it, they give you pictures and information about the archaeological finds of the things that happen in the Bible, Like, here's an example right here. This is Genesis chapter 50. We got this picture of this, look like a mummy in there. Could be a pharaoh or something like that. Look like a pharaoh, yeah. I can read up on it, but it's a photo embalmed and mummified corpse of King Tutta. I'm saying this wrong. Tutankhamun upon the. Yeah. So anyway, it's got a lot of stuff like that, and I've been wanting this Bible for a long time, so I got that. That was on sale too during Cyber Week, so I've been just getting Bibles and books that I've been wanting and needed while everything was on sale. When did you get that? I got these recently within the Cyber Week, around after Black Friday, like that Monday and after they did a Cyber Week. I forgot about these. So one day I went into this used bookstore and got this Nelson's Illustrated Wonders Discoveries. It's kind of just showing you stuff they found that's biblically related to. But it's not a Bible. It's just specific stuff that they found. Some of it is biblically related. Well, it says Illustrated Wonders and Discoveries of the Bible. So it's just specifically the Bible, okay? The Bible information. And this book I've been wanting for a while. This big baby. It's the Israelite Samaritan version of the Torah. And this one has the Samaritan Pentateuch on one side. And let me see, I haven't looked at it in a while. Yeah, that's how it goes. So it shows you the Samaritan Pentateuch text on the left and the Masoretic text on the right. So you get to see the two manuscripts, how they differ, what was um, missing and what was different. You get to see the variations in the text. So it's two different manuscripts, and the Samaritan Pentateuch manuscript is older than the Masoretic text. So it's interesting to see the Old Testament, well, the Torah, from these two different translations. It's in English, and they highlight the differences, and you get to see what's different in all these scriptures. It's interesting to see. So I got that, been wanting that, and that book went down $25. So like some of these books went down tremendously. I was like, dang, okay, I better get that. And I was also able to get my grandma a Bible. I was like, well, I better get her one, because she was saying that she can't see the words of all, like a lot of Bibles, or every other Bible except one, because her vision is getting blurry, and she says she can't see the small print like that, so she can only read from one Bible now, and she can't use her main study Bible anymore. So I was thinking to see if I could find a giant print Bible that she can read, you know. And it was this sister who contacted me about she couldn't read a lot of other Bibles either because of her vision. And she was like, if you can find another good Bible like that keyword study Bible you gave me, that would be great. If they make it in giant print, I was like, I don't know if they do. So I looked and they didn't. So I looked at the print size of it to see how big those letters was in that Bible. And then I just started looking for Bibles that was bigger than that. And then I ended up finding, I was like, well, what about a giant print Bible with the Apocrypha? Because they don't make the keyword study Bible in big print. And she was like, yeah, that'll be fine. So I ended up finding a giant print Bible with the Apocrypha. And that was the biggest print I found. I was like, okay, well, it's not hardcover though. But she was okay with that. So I was like, well, if I'm going to get her this Bible, I might as well get my grandma one too. So I got both of those for other people at the same time. Had delivered my grandma's Bible recently after I did a review on it. So, yeah, those were blessings too. My grandma can see it, but only when she put her glasses on. She said she could see the real big letters, but if they were like the smaller letters, that was a 12.5, she had to, put glasses on. But she said she could read it though. That was the main thing. So, yeah, that was good. It's been a lot of good, and it's even other stuff like with investing and financially, stuff like that that's been going good. It's been a lot of good going on. I can't complain. I can't. Yeah, relationship-wise with me and my ex, that's going well. It's not the greatest, but it's going well. I get to experience a side of it that I never got to experience. We both are. It's different. It's different. For her, it's definitely different. It's different for me too, but it's different for her too. Definitely different for her. Yeah, it's funny. It's funny, and I'm still trying to do it right, in a righteous way, so everything will go right in the future, and I mess it up. So yeah, it's good. It's a benefit. And it's even better that I get to talk to my brother about these things now, cause since he's back where he need to be spiritually, because he always say something that helps me, and I be like, dang, I didn't think of it that way. Or yeah, if he stuff he say, I'll be like, man, you made me want to apologize for everything I ever did wrong to my ex. But it be stuff that he say, I'll be like, man, I just don't be thinking about that. I don't think of that. He helped me realize that it's evil spirits sending me thoughts, making me doubt about my ex, that I should ignore her phone calls and not, be nice to her and loving or whatever. It's evil thoughts that I used to have. So me and him, we had to pray about, an increase in faith, because I was having negative thoughts. And I didn't know that they was not of God at the time. I didn't even consider where these thoughts came from. I just thought, I was just having these thoughts. But these beneficial, biblical, and spiritual conversations me and my brother has been having since he's got back where he needed to be spiritually are needed. And I think that they need to continue forever. You say you told me what? What you talking about? And I hope whoever was just had somebody out there to talk to about these things and get some beneficial advice. I remember you saying that. Saying what? I think I said that too. Yeah, it's just been so many good things that's been going on. So I just had to tell y'all about some of them. That's not everything, but it's just a lot of good news. A lot of good news. Yeah, and I'm gonna enjoy it. I'm enjoying it. The Most High has reminded me to enjoy the experience. So I have been. No, I didn't avoid her calls. Unless this was years ago. If you're talking about Tisha, the greatest, the one I call the greatest. If you're talking about her, I don't remember avoiding her calls because we was out of communication for years. We didn't talk much. Now maybe you're talking about Ashley. I don't know. But maybe years ago when we did talk, you was telling me not to ignore her calls. But I don't remember ignoring her calls. I remember ignoring her, but since I live with my grandma, I'm like, I can't really ignore her calls like that because they would answer the phone and just give me the phone. So I don't really remember ignoring her calls, but I remember like ignoring her and avoiding her. I remember that. I can't remember all that. Oh yeah, I thought so. Ashley, yes, I think Ashley needed to be avoided. That one right there. Yeah, I gotta watch out for her. That one right there. hmm That was an unequally yoked situation right there. I knew that. But this one, it was never like that. It never felt, well, it was things that she had that I didn't have. Like at the time, I didn't have a job. She did. I didn't have a car. She did. I didn't have my own place. She did. So, I mean, I lacked some things. It was unequally yoked, like, that level. But neither of us lacked faith that I would get a job. We even job searched together. And then, what else? It was something else. Job, car. What else was it? Oh yeah, but spiritually though, we were on fire spiritually for a time. For a time. It seemed like I knew more than her, but she was able to still teach me. The Most High, you know, would show her stuff that He didn't show me yet, and I would learn through her. So I knew I could learn from her, and I was willing to learn. So yeah, but now it's like everything is. It seems like everything is more balanced. But it didn't feel like it was unequally yoked to me with Tisha. It felt like it was unequally yoked with Ashley though. It did. It's a lot. It's a lot. I better just end it now. Yeah. I think I will. Well, those are some things I wanted to share. Um, so let's just be thankful for the things we got. Just start thanking the Most High for the cars we got, whatever we got, homes. Yeah, just be thankful and pray if you can, pray before you start your day, because there's spiritual warfare out there for real. Yeah, it's a battle. It's something waiting on you out there every day, every darn day. It, and this is what my brother said that I didn't even think about. He said the devil. He didn't word it this way, but this what I understood from it. He said the devil might not be able to get you, but he will get or try to go after somebody that you with. He will try to get them in some kind of way. So he was saying that since you're where you need to be spiritually, or he couldn't get me, he would go after your ex. And I was like, man, I didn't even think about that. So we need to pray for each other. Y'all need to, hey, if y'all throw me in a prayer, that would be great. I need prayers, but remember, if you're with somebody and a boyfriend, girlfriend, or if you want to be with somebody, your ex, if you're not together officially, but that's what y'all pursuing, or if that's what you want, you need to pray for them too, and vice versa, because they can be getting attacked. They will get attacked. That's just facts. They will get attacked. We all gonna get attacked. We all get attacked. You gotta pray for each other. And if you can communicate with them, like your ex or husband, wife, boyfriend, girlfriend, whatever, whoever you're going after, or let them know. Pray for you too. Cause shoot, stuff gonna happen to you too. I don't know the best way to put it, but everybody gonna get tested and attacked by demons. Even little kids. So if you got kids, pray for y'all kids too, cause they ain't, what's the word, exempted from demons, attacking them. Little people can get possessed by demons too. Nobody's safe. I'm just saying that. Nobody's safe. Everybody is gonna get attacked. I told my son recently, I just started talking to him, which is another blessing again. I told him, look, I asked him, I said, how's your spiritual life? He's not really aware of this type of stuff, but I can tell he wasn't by his answer. And he's not worried about it either. But I told him it's going to be a time where you're going to be attacked by demons. And I told him what to do and what not to do. I told him don't go learn witchcraft or try to astral project to fight them, because that's not the best way. Go the way towards the Most High and read the scriptures and things like that. That's the way to go. But we didn't get deep into the conversation. I was just letting him know it's going to be a time where you're going to be attacked by demons. And you could be already, but you don't realize it. But when you realize it, that's the way you need to go. But they going to get attacked. Everybody going to get attacked. So you got to pray for your kids, their kids, and do it all the time. It might not be every day, because I don't pray for my ex every day. But every week. At least every week. Once a week. At least. Get it in once a week. And if you can pray with them, that would be great. That'd be great. And if they unwilling to pray with you, just keep bugging them. Get on their nerves. Because my ex was not willing to. It seemed like she didn't want to pray with me at first. It still seemed like she hiding to pray with me, but I made her pray with me after we had a bad day. Both of us. And I told her right after that, because it was this morning. It was one morning, I'm going to just share it. One morning, I woke up. Yeah, okay, she had been canceled 3 times to go to work, right? And that particular day, I text her in the morning. Don't know what I said. Oh, I said, hey, don't forget to write down all your debt and bills, because she's been having trouble paying for all these bills without getting late fees. And I'm trying to get her to learn to pay them all off in time and be financially better off so she won't have to ask anybody for help. But she hasn't done that yet. So I was like, hey, don't forget to do that today. And she was like, I got canceled for work the second or third time in a row. She was like, I can't even think about money right now. And I was like, do you want to pray? I was getting ready for work, and she didn't say she did. She responded talking about, I'm just in a little bit of a funk right now. And I was like, okay, well, I'm going to go get in the shower because she ain't say nothing about praying. So I went and got ready for work, and I didn't wait. And I replied, and I think I replied, or I did. I don't think I did. I got out of the shower, and then she said something else, and I think I called her on my way to do what I was going to do. And it started from last night. So last night, the night before, I had accepted this order in a city called Greensboro that I hate. I hate the city because I hate the way they designed the roads, and it's over 200,000 people in that city. I hate it. So anyway, I try not to go to the city a lot. Excuse me, even though it's a lot of money you can make out there, I just hate that city. So I accepted this order last night in that city because it was paying a lot of money. And things started going wrong right after that. I was thinking to just cancel the order and not even go, but I was like, nah, I'm gonna just try to figure it out and go. So I ended up accepting more orders in the city to go along with that so I can just stay out there and make some money and then come home. So this what happened. I was going to this other city that was 37 minutes away to do this order. I was already running late, so I sped a little bit, just a little bit. The little bit that I sped was bad. Meanwhile, as I'm traveling, me and my ex on the phone talk. Video chat, by the way, video talking. I'm almost to the store, 5 minutes away. I see a police officer in a undercover car, and I knew it was one, but I was speeding. And it was like at that point, you couldn't slow down enough to not get him to come after you. So it was already too late. So he came after me, and I got pulled over, got a ticket. And before I got the ticket, my ex was talking about going to the beach. And I was like, yeah, you should go. But keep that in mind, right? So I got the ticket. And the dude was like, since you was honest with me, I'm going to have it to where you don't have to appear in court. I was like, I appreciate it. And then I went to the store, shop, and I still was on time to deliver my order. So I didn't have to speed. It was unnecessary. And then I realized that I need to stop letting things distract me from my peace and take away my peace because me speeding messed up my peace because I got the ticket and I didn't even have to speed because I was still on time, but I thought I had to rush to get there, but I really did. So my programming was off from the beginning. I should have prayed before I left, but I didn't. And I was waiting for her to say, yeah, let's pray to pray when I should have just prayed solo regardless. I messed up. And right after I got the ticket, when we was on the video chat, I said to her, right after that, without thinking, I just said, neither one of us doing right. That's what I said. So, um, and after I realized all that, after I did my first order and realized that, I was thinking to text Tisha and say, we need to pray right now. Like, seriously, in all caps. Like, I mean business, but I was like, forget this. I'm going to call her and tell her. And I put the serious tone on. And I said, we need to pray right now. It probably sounded more urgent than that. And she did. She prayed with me, but we need to do more of that. Like, if they don't want to pray with you, pray by yourself. Don't let that stop you from praying because that prayer is going to help out a lot. It's going to mean a lot until they start praying with you every now and then. It don't got to be all the time that they pray with you, but here and there, you got to be spiritual warriors. solo and together. And until they get on board, you got to do what you got to do. You got to do it for y'all. You got to do it for yourself, for your kids, other people, and their kids, if I didn't say. And just be on them about it. Just let them know, like, every day, this ain't no game. This ain't no joke. It's a spiritual battle out there. And they might not take it to heart, but they going to take it to heart. I'm going to tell you how they going to take it to heart. Take it to the Most High. Tell the Most High to have them to take it to heart. They gonna take it to heart, and have faith and don't doubt. They gonna take it to heart. And when you start telling them in the future to pray and all that other stuff and do what's right before you leave out, they gonna take it to heart. They gonna do it, because the Most High ain't gonna let you down if you don't let the Most High down. If you do His will and all that, and you have faith, if you know the formula of prayer, He ain't gonna let you down. So they're gonna do what they supposed to do. Most High will. It's all His will, and they gotta take their own free will and do what's right, but they should do what's right. Hopefully you don't have a person that's just an unbeliever that ain't gonna do what's right, hopefully. But I believe they'll do what's right, because Most High is the bomb. He got it going on. So that's what went on that day, but that ain't the whole thing. That ain't the whole story. Okay, so after that incident, when I called her back and we prayed, I told her to go to the beach, because she said after I got the ticket, she didn't want to go to the beach. She was like, I'm going home. Because she was driving too. We were both driving. And she had went home. I was like, go to the beach. I told her to go to the beach. And so later on that day, she had went to the beach. And she was happy. She said, I forgot. Wait, pause. I got to tell you this. So I was telling her something I learned as I was driving that same week. The Most High revealed to me that I should enjoy he said, I heard a voice say, don't forget to enjoy the experience. And I was like, yeah, I forgot to enjoy the experience. The experience while we in this world, I forgot to enjoy. Like, when I'm working, I forgot to enjoy it, which I've been trying to. And like, just doing anything. If you're helping somebody move, if you're helping your girlfriend or wife move, or your ex or whoever, if you're helping somebody move, don't forget to enjoy the experience. If you working or whatever you're doing, don't forget to enjoy the experience. If you're eating, don't forget to enjoy your food and drink. Like, that's what Solomon said in the Bible. Solomon said, our portion, something like this, our portion in this life is to enjoy eating and drinking. And our work, eating, and drinking. He said those were the three things out of all the things he's done that he's found that we should enjoy. That is our portion in this life. You can read it in Ecclesiastes. That's what he said. Solomon said he did a lot of things under the sun to figure out what was good for us to do. And those were the three that he found that we should enjoy. And I agree with it. I believe it. I believe I should enjoy my food and drink. That's why I don't regret when I spend a lot of money on my food and drinks, because they make me happy. I like what I eat and drink. Even though it costs, I like it. And I just never changed it. I just never changed it. And I'm glad I didn't. I got support not to change it. But that's a part of enjoying the experience. So I told her, that, and I was like, enjoy your experience while you're here, while you're in this world. And she went to the beach later that day, and she was saying that this is what she needed. She forgot that this is what will make her happy. And I'm like, yeah, that's in the Bible too, about the importance of happiness. Malachi 1:12. It's important to be happy. So the Most High doesn't want us to be miserable and sad and enraged and angry and all those things, because they're all linked. He don't want us to be like that for the wrong reasons. It's obvious you should mourn over somebody that you care about when they die. It is things like that in the Bible. When righteous people die, you do mourn. So that is, being sad and everything, but it's for a right reason. But he don't want you to just be sad all the time, miserable, depressed all the time for no reason. That's not healthy. That's not good. So Most High wants good things for us. what else was I saying? So she went to the beach. She was happy, and I learned my lessons. I learned my lessons. I'm still learning about this driving thing, but I tell you, I learned my lessons. Let's see what else. So then that same day, what did anything else happen that day? Oh, by the way, my first order, I got the ticket. I was off. It was three different things that I noticed was wrong. It was different. I don't normally have this experience. I was off. It was three different mishaps. I stumbled. I almost fell, which was rare. And it was something else that happened. It was a mishap, and it felt so off. I was like, something's wrong. It just felt like something was wrong. So after I completed that first order, that's why I told my ex, in all seriousness, I said we need to pray right now. I was not playing around with that, and we did. And ever since that prayer, everything was going better. But that's the seriousness of prayer, and like the spiritual warfare. You gotta pray. Ain't no game out there, and it will make you feel off, and mishaps will happen until you pray. Your day will be off until you pray. It might not be off all the time, but like, yeah, it's just some seriousness about that in spiritual warfare. So anyway, that's how our day was messed up. And ever since that day, I've been wanting to pray every day and tell her every day, look, start your day off right. Pray. And I no longer rely on her to pray with me. If she ain't praying with me, I don't care. I'm going to pray by myself. You just got to do it for yourself and others. You can pray for them, but just get it done. Just get it done and have faith. Just teach your other people like what they supposed to be doing until they do it. Everybody need help. Everybody need a light in their life. So try to be that light. And that's about it, y'all. I think I need to get out of here. I done been in here an hour, so I wanted to share these things before I went to sleep. Even though I had a day, I was already tired, but shoot, I'm like, I gotta tell these people what's been going on, the good and all that, right? It's a lot more good I can tell y'all, but I ain't gonna tell you. I think that's enough. So I got some more books to review soon. I got some more books. Here's another thing I can share though. This book is one of these books I got, this Bible. It makes me want to read it. And the Old Testament, like, it makes me want to read it because it's another manuscript of the Old Testament, which I already had in another book back there. But this one is this one just makes me want to read it. Yeah, it's just, so that's also something I realized I needed, just to buy more books, just to get me interested in reading again, because I wasn't too interested in reading certain things for a while. And just buy new books and make you interested in reading again. So I find it valuable also that other translations exist, other manuscripts exist of the Bible, because I want to see what they say. I'm interested. I want to see how it's different. That's interesting to me. So whatever keeps me interested in that biblical spiritual area is a great thing. I'm just saying, because I thought a long time ago, my first year in my walk with the Most High, that it was going to be boring. Just reading the same Old Testament and New Testament over and over and over again. Because I was reading it so fast. I was on bed rest, so I ain't have nothing else to do, really. But look at the wall, and, ain't wasn't nothing else to do. So I would read it all the time. And I mean, I was getting through it so fast. I was like, it's going to be boring just reading these books over and over again. Because it was only 66. And I read the whole Bible in 40 days. So I'm like, man, imagine reading that over and over and over again. Just the same books. I was like, it's going to be boring. So I was glad to find out that there was more books, the hidden books, the Apocrypha. I was like, oh, there's more books. That was a good thing for me. It's similar to this story that there's more manuscripts of the Bible. Um, there's different translations out there. It's interesting. It can keep me interested and excited to read it, even though it's some of the same stuff. So I can dig that. I like the way that came out, the plan and all that, how they did it, how it was, you know, I can. Some people like me need that because if you like me and you read the whole Bible and you read the whole Apocrypha and all these other books, you don't want to just keep reading the same books. It gets boring. It's like eating chicken every day, fried chicken. You get tired of that. You want something different. Well, yeah. Nobody wants salad every day. Same type of salad. Think about it. If you had salad, right? Let's say you made a salad Tuesday. You ate it that day. You ate it for leftovers the same day. Then the next day you got some more. You eat it the next day. And then the next day, if it's still good by that day, then you eat it the third day. Don't you know how tired you're going to be of the salad? Same salad. It ain't much you can do to make it interesting, I don't think. Because it's the same thing. It's the same thing. It's going to get boring. So, I find it beneficial. Well, I'm going to get out of here. Y'all ain't going to hold y'all no more. I'm really leaving. But I will be back soon. I got some more book reviews and stuff to show y'all about these new books that I got. And I already been going over it and getting it together. It's a lot of questions that y'all have asked that I gotta answer. And it's lots of stuff. But I'll be back. I'm sleepy. Y'all hear that? I'm tired. Alright, I'm gonna get out of here. Thanks for watching. Peace be to the saints. And y'all pray for each other. Don't forget. Get on y'all significant other's nerves. Make them want to pray. Pray to the Most High. You just gotta pray. Pray about them. It's important. Ask them to help them with faith, to not doubt. Whatever they got going on that they need help with, pray about that to the Most High for them so they can get it together. And have faith and don't doubt that it's going to happen. And tell them to have faith and not doubt that it's going to happen. Tell them you pray for them. Do what y'all got to do. All right, I'm out of here.